Coming up next on the Alpha Male Universe.
Just hit 1 million on TikTok today. I can't even express the gratitude that is overflowing from my heart. I don't know how to really tell you guys thank you enough, but you're gonna see in the future, later next month, I'm gonna drop a documentary. You're gonna learn a lot more about me, about my military experience, a lot more about me, about my military experience.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Welcome to the Alpha Male Universe. Now let's get right into it because we have a new character to talk about in the AMU, and his name is Malibu Fit Max. Now, I have no idea if he's one of like these looks maxer guys, but that's not what really matters, okay? What matters is that he's a stolen valor lame bitch, okay? And I'm saying that because he is claiming that he had an IED to the face, and apparently that's why his face looks so weird or whatever. He has grifted his way to the top by being overly nice, by being sympathetic, positive, or whatever. Whenever you see that bullshit, right, when someone's like super happy in the fitness space, they are usually a grifter. Honestly, it's gonna be a rule going forward. If they're being overly nice, they're a fucking grifter. I'm just gonna stand by that opinion because I've shown it time after time. And you know what? I'm already getting pressed because I can't stand people who are stolen valor lames. This is something we've seen before in the Alpha Male Universe with the Azulis of the world, and it's just getting worse, man. So you know what? Let's get this show on the road.
Many people began to come to his defense, said, how are we making fun of this guy? He's a combat vet fighting for his country. What kind of people are going to put this man down? And so because of that, people started going to his channel, checking him out and liking exactly what they see. And so he's been getting more subscribers and more followers than last time.
If you look at his account profile and you take 5 seconds out of your day to just go look at it, it says survivor of IED to the face, which is an improvised explosive device.
Since that time, you know, he had only 200-something thousand followers on Instagram at the time. He's changed his bio on his Instagram. It no longer says survivor of IUD in the face. I don't know why he changes. To me, that makes it a much better story. Why not keep it in?
All right, so there's going to be 1 or 2 Omega Brain people in the comment section saying he never stole any valor. He actually was in the military. So how about that, you lame? All right, I'll break it down for you. I'll bring up 2 examples of stolen valor that we usually see, one being way more common and the other a lot rarer. So the one that is more common is like the Princess Azulis of the world who said they were in counterterrorism, they were in Delta Force, they never actually served, they say some of the stupidest things ever, right? And then there are people like Malibu Fit Max who say that they took an IED to the face. So this guy, he served, okay, but what he did wrong, why it's stolen valor, is that he claims things that never happened to him or things that he did. So if you took an IED to the face, that's probably going to be a fucking Purple Heart. And literally grifting a Purple Heart is mind-boggling to me, especially when it's used as a defense to say, oh, that's why my face is messed up because I took an IED to the face. Like, that is crazy, bro. And you're gonna see later in this video how his Glazer fans are gonna be like, you know what, bro owned up to it, not even that big of a deal. Like, this is fucking ludicrous, bro. It's like you can grift with anything now and just get away with it. So let's go on with the rest of the video where we have the evidence to back our claims.
Yesterday, I posted a very long video about MalibuFitMaxx, aka Lee Markham. I posed a question to him. Hey, Lee, you've marketed yourself as somebody that has survived an IED blast to the face on a deployment in Afghanistan. Is that true? My video was 8 minutes long and gave tons of reasons as to why it most likely isn't true, but at the time that I recorded the video, I did not have his DD-214 and I did not have his medical records from when he was overseas. Now I have them, and I'm going to show you guys them, and we're going to talk about what actually happened to MalibuFitMaxx's face. I'll save you time in scrolling. It was not an IED. Let's cut right to the chase. This is his DD-214. It shows that he was deployed to Afghanistan 2009, July 31st to 2010, July. In his decorations, medals, and badges, right up here, it does not mention a Purple Heart. He has a lot of general awards and medals here, but he does not have a Purple Heart, which is something that you would expect to see there if he were wounded in combat and took an IED to the face. It says that his assignment was 293rd Military Police Company. We know this belongs to Lee Markham because it says his name right here, Lee Peter Markham. I blocked his address out, but the address matches the one in his background check. So here's his DD-214. He was overseas, but it doesn't mention an injury. It doesn't mention an IED. But what do his medical records say?
So you may not know who Goob is, but he's basically an individual similar to John Bravo without the cinematography, who whenever people tag him to investigate something, he really does expose people, and he's on the Instagram side of the house. So if you use Instagram, then check out Goob, right? But he has his DD214, and it's black and white with this, okay? Nobody can say, oh, we're relying on this guy's name, Malibu Fit Max, about what he did in the service, right? He was an MP, and he did what he did. He got deployed overseas. And there is no shame in serving in whatever facet that you do. But whenever you start taking things like an IED to the face, that's when you become a dishonorable individual. And if he took an IED to the face, it would have definitely been documented, and he would have for sure received a Purple Heart. So that is something that no one can argue, right? That didn't happen. He never took an IED to the face. But why would this guy say that? Well, I think it's actually a cover up for maybe a huge insecurity he has about his face that came from another accident.
Well, here it is, guys. Here's the medical record from the incident that Lee Markham is characterized as an IED to the face. Let me read. The patient is a 26-year-old male. Source of patient information was patient. 26 male complaining of chipped front tooth, lip, and forehead laceration from fall. A friend reports that patient was drinking and fell near Camp Cournier, his barracks. He did lose consciousness after falling. Name at the bottom, Lee Peter Markham. So, ladies and gentlemen, when MalibuFitMaxx says that he sustained an IED blast to the face, like he said right here, I survived an IED to the face while serving overseas, and it used to say right here in his bio, survivor of IED to the face, don't try that at home, folks. It was just a big misunderstanding. What he meant to say was he got really drunk while stationed in Korea in 2006 and fell down before his deployment ever happened and fucked his face up. See, this is 13th November 2006. That's 626 KST. He's in Korea when this happened. He is not in Afghanistan. He is not on a deployment, and he just got wasted and fell down. That's the IED. Way to fucking go, MalibuFitMaxx. You played with fire, leveraged a bold-faced lie to get a humongous following, and never thought anything would happen. Well, sir, people were there with you. People talk, and there are people out there like me that look into this shit because, well, why build your entire reputation on a lie?
You know what's wild to me in all of this is that he could have made the smarter move and probably have a even bigger audience. The IED to the face is the biggest bullshit I've ever seen. His face would have been seriously blown off, and it was just immediately an obvious lie. But his Glazer fans continued to defend him night and day. But it was all bullshit. It was basically him just getting stupidly drunk, getting wasted, and then falling and smashing his face open, which left him some type of scarring and probably turned into a big insecurity, which led to some botched surgery. But what's wild in all of this is that he would have been a whole lot more personable, probably even more liked if he had just told people, yeah, early on in my military career, I got wasted and smashed my face open, and yeah, it happened to me, and it is what it is. And people probably would have been like, well, it actually takes a lot of guts to be honest and just be open with the internet. You know what? I like you even more. That was literally the brain dead move to do. If I was that guy, that's what I would have done. But instead, he had to fluff up his military service. It's just wild to me to see this shit, and I can't believe his fans still defend him. They're gonna defend him in the comment section saying this isn't a big deal, but he stole Valor. There's no debate about it. This guy is claiming that he did things he never did. It's the same reason why that one guy, I think his last name is Kennedy, who was a Green Beret, he got dragged through the coals because even though he was a Green Beret, he claimed a bunch of things that he never did. So it's stolen valor. There's no debate about it. And let's continue on where he actually addresses this controversy, MalibuFitMaxx, and let's see what he had to say.
Hey guys, it's Malibu. I wanted to talk to you directly about the claim that I made taking an IED blast to the face. Before anything else, I want to be clear. I did serve between 2005 and 2010. That part of my life is something that I've always been proud of. I've always had deep respect for the men and women who served alongside me, especially those who suffered more than I ever have. I've always got comments about my face and appearance. Some of them were harsh, and to be honest, I didn't handle it well. I was new to being in the public eye, and I didn't know how to handle the criticism. Instead of facing that right away, I made a bad decision and put IED survivor in my bio. That was not true, and it was wrong.
So this guy registers the fact that there are those who have suffered more than him, and instead of honoring them, he just spits in their face and claims a fake injury to justify cope whenever people would insult him for his face. Now, I get it, right? The internet, it's a really brutal place where you're gonna get criticized for everything, but you need to have thick fucking skin if you're gonna be on here. Like, if a comment that is criticizing you about anything, your face, your voice, whatever you do on the internet, right? Then don't be here in this space. Like, legitimately, if you're thinking of making content and you can't handle someone not fucking liking you, then don't make a video. Seriously, I'm just gonna save you from all of the heartache, because if you're not ready to get dragged or criticized or whatever, just stay off the internet. This place is brutal. This place will eat you up. And if you're weak, then you're gonna get spit out. That's just how the system works here, okay? People are brutally honest. And when it comes to people's physical features, they're really not gonna take it that well. And so this guy, he should have just been honest. He should have been honest. He should have honored those who he served alongside with, who he said suffered worse than him. It's just wild, bro. Like, this guy had the whole world in his hands and he fumbled it. And anyone who sponsors this guy is basically backing someone up who is a stolen Valor bitch.
Decision and put IED survivor in my bio. That was not true and it was wrong. Truly, I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. I have always tried to promote positivity and support for others, especially veterans. But I understand that my actions here contradict that. I take full responsibility for it. I know words alone will not fix this. Trust is earned, it's not owed. All I can do is be honest with you guys going forward and let my actions speak for myself over time.
So I already know a lot of people are going to say, well, bro owned what he did. What more can he do, right? And honestly, I think that whatever this guy does later on in his TikTok career or whatever he's on, right, is pretty much cooked, okay? There is going to still be an audience out there because they're not going to think this is a big deal. It's just how the world is. There's a lot of dumb need gum people on this planet, and he's probably still going to be in this space, right? But overall, in my opinion towards him, I think he's cooked, and I wouldn't trust a single word that this guy has to say going forward. Like, with trust and loyalty, if you break that shit just once, it's over, because I can't really trust anything else you said in the past. Like, if I broke the trust between myself and the community, no one would ever want to watch a single video going forward, because they would just say, yeah, that guy who makes those videos is a fucking liar. Like, who wants to watch anything that a liar is talking about? Like, seriously, who wants to watch that shit? And I will just read a couple of comments to highlight how is Glazer fans, they don't take it seriously or whatever, just so nobody can say that I was speaking on things that didn't actually happen. Alright, so we'll close out the video with highlighting these dumb gum people. So we have Kenny here saying, all good, buddy. Your positivity helps more people than the white lie. Yeah, stolen valor being a white lie. You're a fucking idiot, Kenny. Whoever you are a fucking idiot, man. Like, oh wow, yeah, stolen valor. Just being a random lie, that's no big deal. Keep doing your thing. You're a fucking moron. Okay, so what's up with this other comment? Peyton saying, still all love and respect from here, fam. Takes a lot to be honest and accountable. You know what? You're a dumb fuck as well too, Peyton, because guess what? If this guy had owned up what he did without anyone exposing him, it just came out of the blue that he said, you know what, guys, I messed up in the past. I want to take ownership for what I did. Then I would have actually said that is so much more commendable, because it was just yourself that decided to do the right thing, to turn yourself in, basically. But when you get exposed by someone like Goob and then you make this apology video, then that's not commendable to me. You got exposed. That's like having your hand in the cookie jar. How is that commendable? You're so stupid, Peyton. And then we have this one guy saying, oh, like if you still love the guy or whatever. And it's like 50,000 people. 50,000 dumb need gum people. I swear to God, the world is cooked, and I don't really care if I offended anyone. I don't give a shit about any of that. You know what? If you were entertained by this video, if you appreciated the content here in the AMU on the channel, then please be sure to smash that like button so this video spreads and the community keeps growing. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you over at the Discord.